Unemployment levels remain high in Detroit, Michigan, higher in fact than anywhere in the country. Recent data from DetroitNews.com shows that the ones being hit hardest may be the dogs. DetroitNews.com says the number of owners abandoning pets is currently unprecedented. Rogue recession dogs are roaming the streets, and even pedigree dogs like poodles and Yorkshire Terriers are homeless. Oh, okay, so now I see. We've got homeless mutts for years. We don't know how many there are. We can't even keep track of them. And now, as soon as we get a poodle who can't find a kennel, now, in the words of the Detroit News, it's a national issue. And the city of Flint, Michigan continues to be hit hard by the financial crisis. To counter the city's decline, local leaders now plan to literally shrink the city. They'll be doing so by demolishing entire city blocks and even getting rid of entire neighborhoods. Flint, please, this is a terrible idea. You've been demolishing yourselves for ages. First, the Flint Stones, then the Flint Tropics. Now the entire city? When is this going to stop? Here's an idea. Since they already axed the Tropics, why don't they get rid of Will Ferrell too? Considering how the film Semi-Pro, which is about the Flint Tropics, holds only 21% positive reviews, I'm sure the city wouldn't miss him.
It's bizarre news time! A Lebanese girl has baffled medical experts after showing that she can produce not tears from her eyes, but crystals. I don't know, check out the video. Hey, I think it's a good thing. Check out this bracelet I had made from her tears. I think it's pretty. Anyway, our next story comes to us from Hamilton, Ohio. A high school teacher resigned from her job after school officials found out she took 4 of her female students to a male strip club. The teacher told administrators that the students, who were all 17 and 18-year-old cheerleaders, that they asked her to take them to the bar, and she even asked their parents for permission. The teacher used to teach marketing at the school, and before that, she served as a coach for the district's 8th grade cheerleaders. Can you imagine 17 and 18-year-old girls going to a strip club? I mean, I was at least 21 before I went to my first one.
Strippers and Ohio, 2 terms that for the second story in a row are not mutually exclusive. Yesterday, an exotic dancer was attacked by a fellow stripper. Police say apparently the jealous coworker struck the stripper with a stiletto heel. It was the 52-year-old victim's first day on the job. And just one last part of the story I think is worth repeating. She's 52 years old and a stripper, a first-day stripper. And might I add, another stripper was jealous of her. What for? She was more arthritic, so she didn't have to bend down as far? She's so horribly wrinkled that all she has to do is take off one glove and people will pay her to stop the show? I mean, to tell you one thing, these last 2 stories have shown me if I'm ever in need of a good time, I am staying out of Ohio. Okay, so now everyone, I want to take a break from what we've been doing before. I want everyone to take a break from what you're doing and put yourselves in the mindset of the advertising team at Burger King. And you're trying to think of a good way to market your new Tex-Mex burger, the Texican Whopper, in Spanish-speaking countries. Your slogan team, they've already sent their pitch in. It says, Unidos por el Destino. Sounds good, right? Now, I want to take your idea of what you thought the poster should look like and see if it looks anything like this. This is what Burger King actually decided on. Are we seeing that? That's a big, tall American cowboy with an accentuated area around his balls and a large cannon sticking out from his midsection. Next to him is a squat Mexican guy wearing his country's flags. And this is running in Spanish-speaking countries. Wow. For the record, the Mexican ambassador to Spain says the poster both inappropriately displays the Mexican flag and it denigrates the image of his country. I am sure, though, that if the ambassador had swallowed his pride and taken a bite of the Texican Whopper, he would have found it quite tasty.
Don't go away just yet, folks. We got plenty more to come here on The Juice.
Namely information on a special type of robot that is taking the world by storm.
Stay tuned.